Hi, it's Neil Anglem here, and today I'm going to talk to you about how you can make some extra money from home. You might be thinking, do I need any extra money? But doesn't everyone need a bit of extra money? If you really don't need any extra money, then there's no point you watching this video. You might want to watch it for entertainment value, but if you don't want to make any extra money, I would just switch over and watch something else. But if you are keen to find out how to make some extra money, I'm going to list my 20 top ways of making extra money at home. So why would you even want any extra money? This might seem like a stupid question, but if you don't have a good reason why, sometimes, when roadblocks happen or you start procrastinating, in order to get put back on track, you should really think about your reason why you're making this extra money. So making extra money per month could help you towards financial independence. If you are living day to day or month by month, paycheck by paycheck to paycheck, where really at the end of the month your bank account is zero and then you're just waiting for that paycheck in order to start living again, then just having a bit extra per month, or if you follow my strategies fully and scale up, it's not just a bit extra a month. You can actually make yourself quite a bit extra per month. But even if you just started small and made a little bit extra per month, an extra £500 a month or dollars, depending where you're from, just think about it. How would that change your life, or how would that change your living? It would give you options. If you wanted to go out to eat, you could go out to eat. You didn't have to check your bank balance all the time. If you wanted to go to a show or to a sports game, with expensive tickets, you don't really have to think about it. If you're making that extra per month, and if you can just go out and do it. If you've got debts, making that little bit extra per month will help you pay off your debts. I mean, that's why I got into finding ways to make extra money per month despite having a day job. Is I had some debts I wanted to pay off, and I wanted to pay them off quickly. So my day job helped my day-to-day living and for my normal expenses, and I was paying off my debts, but in order to accelerate the debt payoff, I wanted to put more money into paying off those debts. So I found extra ways to make income from home. I like to specialize in passive ways of income. Not all the things I'm going to mention are passive income ways, but I like to specialize in passive income, and then I use that basically to pay off my debts. You can use the extra income to pay off your mortgage. So if you buy a house and you've taken out a mortgage is usually from 20, 25, 30 years, and the thing is, you pay a lot of interest in that time. So if you pay that little bit extra per month towards paying off your mortgage, you actually cut years off your mortgage, years of interest payments, and therefore saving you a heck of a load of money. So you could use the extra money to pay off your mortgages. If you've been living paycheck to paycheck and spending all your money because, let's say, that's what your living expenses are, then I suspect you've been unable to save, and therefore you don't really have a nest egg or a cushion if something were to go wrong. For example, we're in the coronavirus thing at the moment, so people are on lockdown, people's earnings may have dropped a little bit, and if you've got a nice nest egg of earnings in your savings account, you can start living from your savings for a period of time and not really have to worry. So it's always good to have a savings buffer. So if you haven't been able to save because you're not earning enough, then making an extra income from home, and hopefully a passive income from home, will give you enough extra money to able to save. A lot of these things I'm going to talk about in a second enables you to set up your own business. It was a dream of mine to have my own business all set up and run by myself, because it gives you, again, a lot of options. If I wanted to, I could, you can, if you had a day job where you were an employee, if you had your own business, you could maybe go part-time or even quit your day job if you didn't like it. Obviously, if you liked your day job, then that's a choice. Again, opens up choices, a choice you can make, or a choice you have of what you want to do. But I've always had this dream of having and running my own business. And lastly, by having an extra income, you can enjoy life. I've already touched on this, but you can enjoy life without financial restriction. So if you're able to make an extra income, especially if it's a passive income, you can then do things that you've always wanted to do. Go on holidays, eat out at restaurants, buy that car that you want to buy, whatever you want. If you set that target, set that goal, have that reason why, and then make that extra income, you can go out and do those things. But firstly, before you can do any of that, you need to find time to do these extra things I'm going to list. So how can you find time? Well, a lot of people have their priorities misplaced. So if you get home from work or wherever and you start watching TV, you need to just cut that out, or Netflix or whatever, you need to just cut that out. Or you might not need to cut it out completely, but just don't binge. Don't waste hours and hours and hours watching TV or doing things that are unimportant, or get procrastinating with something. So you just need to make sure you allocate enough time to get these things done. So that's my advice there. So let's go through the different strategies. So strategy 1 These are in no particular order. I'll talk a little bit about each strategy. I'm not going to go fully in depth into them because otherwise this video will last forever. I will just talk briefly about each subject, and if you want to find out more, I do intend to do more videos on certain subjects, so you can check my YouTube channel, or you can just Google it to find out more information about these things. So let's go for the first one. So blogging. What is blogging? Well, blogging is really writing articles about something that you're interested in. So if you're going to start a blog, so the thing about blog is it does take work to get started, and it's not an instant cash earning. I can't start today and be like, well, I want to make $100 this evening or tomorrow, because with blogging you need to start, well, first of all, when I say blogging, I mean starting up your own blog with your own URL, your own website. And then you start writing articles about a niche, a topic or an industry that you like talking about, you like writing about. So you start writing blogs, and then you start building up an audience. Once you build that audience up, you can then start monetizing your blog. Ways to monetize your blog include running adverts on your blog, like Google AdSense, for example. You can, what else can you do with blog? You can sell affiliate products on your blog. The next thing can be affiliate marketing. This is something that I do personally myself. I've set up my own affiliate marketing business where I make a passive income per month. There's a lot of work to start off with, but affiliate marketing essentially is finding a product that someone else has produced, and then selling that product on behalf of that person. When you're selling that product, you get a commission for that. So the great thing about affiliate marketing is you pick a niche, an industry that you like, a product that you like, and so you don't have to develop the product. So that's the first thing. You don't have to spend time and money developing the product. Usually the sales pages and everything are all done for you as well, so you don't even have to do the sales pages. Once you've sold your product, you can just you don't have to deal with the product. For example, if you sold a product, the company that will send out the product, and then that's your job done really. The company will pay you, and if the customer has any issues with the product or even wants to return the product for whatever reason, that's nothing to do with you. And the company will sort that out. Obviously, if they return the product, they may take your commission back. But once you sold the product, you get the commission. So that's the good thing about affiliate marketing. It's easy to start. It's easy to get. It's low startup costs, and you just get on with it. If you want to find out more about affiliate marketing, I do have a free ebook to get you started. It's been in the description below. That'll give you a lot more information about it and how you can get started today. So the next one is creating an ebook or a book in general to sell on Amazon or Kindle Direct Publishing. It's very easy these days to write a book. So basically you pick a topic that you're interested in, something you know something about, and then you can write your book, get it edited, get it published, put it on Amazon or on Kindle, and you start getting paid for it. So it's a lot of, again, work at the beginning, but once you've got your book out there, it's just a case of promoting your book, and then it's a stream of passive income for you. You can do surveys. This is quite a lot of work. It's active work. It's not passive income. You can go on websites such as Swagbucks or Toluna, and this is sign up for surveys. It is quite a lot of work actually, and they don't pay you too much. So what you need to do is do a lot of surveys. And I guess the problem with the surveys, you need to qualify for the surveys. And if you're not, if you've set some time, if you set say like 3 or 4 hours out in a day to just hammer out some surveys, you may not get enough surveys to do. I guess that's for me. That's the downside of doing surveys online. Is that if I had a constant stream of surveys and could just do them, then I think you could generate quite a good income from it. But for me, it's you have to be there. You have to do it. You might not get enough surveys, and it's just one of the things. You can make some money from it. Take a look at the websites and make up your own mind. It's not something for me. Amazon FBA. So Amazon Fulfilled by Amazon. You've probably heard of this. This is where you set up your own Amazon store. You import products from wholesale, usually from China. These are generic products, unbranded. You get them branded in your name or in your company name, and you get them shipped. You don't get them shipped. What the advantage of Amazon FBA is you don't ship them to your place or your warehouse, and you don't need to store them. You actually get them shipped to one of Amazon's warehouses, and then you sell the product, and Amazon will ship them out. So the big advantage of Amazon FBA is you don't need to store your own products. Obviously, there is a startup cost. You need to buy the product from China and get the marketing done and everything. But that is a way to start a home-based business. You can be a virtual assistant. You can look on websites such as Freelancer, Upwork, or Fiverr.com. If you take a look at those websites, you can do lots of different freelancing work, from helping people set up their own sort of WordPress website. What else can you do? You can do, my mind's gone blank. What else can you do? You can manage social media accounts, copywriting, bookkeeping, answering the phone, data research, data inputting. There's lots of things you can do directly online. And the different websites work slightly differently. Some you advertise your services on some of them. Some of the websites you advertise yourself as a freelancer, and it's quite good to get reviews about yourself, or basically if you have a look at the website, you'll be able to see what's involved. But for that though, you're again swapping time for money. So it's not passive income. You're actually doing some work and you'll get paid for it. Have a look at it. That will give you quite instant money. If you do the work, you get paid for it. Number 7 I've got on my list is property sourcing. So for those who know me, this is one of the other ways I started making passive income. I'm into property investing. I have a property portfolio that brings me in the monthly rentals as well as capital growth. But it starts off with finding good property deals. And there are lots of property investors out there that are looking for good property deals. And I don't mean deals you're not just looking for properties that are already out there for sale. What Property Sourcer does is, for me anyway, I look for discounted property that you find that is actually below market value. And there's lots of advantages on buying below market value property. So you can look into, there's lots of courses online and there's lots of information online about that. But being a deal sourcer in the UK, for example, if you find a decent deal, you can get £3,000 per deal as a sourcer. So you don't even have to buy the property, you just find the property investor, you find the deal, you even negotiate the deal sometimes. You usually have to negotiate the deal and get it all locked up and signed and sorted, and then you present that deal to a property investor. The property investor likes that deal, they'll pay you for the transaction, and obviously the property investor then uses his money to buy the property. So like I said, you can get something from £3,000 to £5,000 just for sourcing a deal. You can create an online course. So if you know something a little bit more than somebody else and there's demand for it, you can write a course about that particular subject. So that course can be, for example, cooking, online marketing, how to use a particular software, accounting, whatever. There are various platforms online, including Udemy. Check out udemy.com, Thinkific, Teachable. They're all various platforms that you could, once you've written your course and let's say you've done video tutorials, you can upload that onto these websites and then promote your course, and obviously get paid for it. The work again is at the beginning, where you need to do the course outline and everything. So there's a lot of work at the beginning to get that started, and then once it's uploaded, your work then is to promote your course. But then once your course is promoted and it's ticking over, you'll then get your sort of passive income. So creating course creation is something that I'm really into as well. I've got various courses coming out on affiliate marketing and various other things in the future. So look out for that. You can rent out spaces that are not being used. So this will give you this will give you fairly immediate income. So spaces that are not being used in your house, for example, your garage. If your garage is empty, or if you've got big space that's empty in your house, you can use it for storage or storing other people's things. You can rent out your garden if you've got a big garden or a big yard. You can rent that out for various events. If you've got a spare room in your house, you can rent out that room, for example, on Airbnb, or in the UK, there's spareroom.co.uk. You can rent the room out and charge people for that. They can stay per week or per month, have a lodger in, this is an extra income. And to do you can even look on things like Gumtree or Craigslist or Facebook and advertise your services. For example, if you had an empty garage and wanted to advertise that as a space for storage. Number 10, you can get paid for answering questions online. There's a website called Just Answer. Take a look at that, and there's lists of categories on there. If you're an expert in one of those categories, you can sign up and start answering questions. Categories include medical, veterinary, automotive, financial, legal. I mean, there's lots of different categories on there. So if you take a look, if there's something that you can do, you can sign up on there, and then basically you simply get paid every time you answer a question, and you get paid through PayPal. Number 11, you can sell your stuff. So obviously this won't, it won't be an ongoing income, but if you've got a lot of stuff, you never know when it's going to end. So you can sell your stuff on like eBay, on Gumtree, Craigslist, things like that. So have a look around your house. Anything that you have not used, you can take a picture of it, write a little description, and sell it. You'll get income for it. And if you want to take this to the next level, what you can do is you can look on certain websites like Gumtree or Craigslist for people that are giving away free stuff. And if you think there's a demand for it, that people will pay for it, you can go and pick up the free stuff and then sell it on Gumtree. So obviously, if you're going to send it to faraway places, the smaller the item, the less it'll cost you in postage and packaging. But obviously, if there's larger items, you can state that it's for pickup only. So basically, look around your house, find out the things you're not using, and just sell it. And you'll be amazed how much money you'll make just on that on its own. Home services. Again, this is not a passive way of income, it's an active way. But home services like setting up an ironing business or cleaning or dog walking business. So for example, you could set up it as a business, for example. So you could be slightly passive if you're a bit clever about it. You could do the work yourself, or you could get a team of people that will do the work, and then you manage the team. And if you take dog walking, for example, if you walk one dog, it'll cost you so much money. Well, you'll earn so much money. But if you walk around with 5 dogs, I don't do this, so people can correct me if you're not allowed to do this. But if you take 5 dogs, that's 5 separate incomes coming in for the same amount of work. So, and I understand obviously dog sitting is a thing. People go out to work during the day and they have the dog sitting at home. So you could advertise to look after people's dogs during the day. Obviously, there's a problem if you don't get on with dogs, but I'm assuming you do get you like dogs and you'll take dogs into your home, and you can do things like that. So you can offer home services at home. Mystery shopper is one of those various websites where you can sign up as a mystery shopper, and what you do there is you go to various you get assigned various tasks to go to various stores or shops, and you then get a questionnaire about using their services, and you get paid for that. Podcasting. So this takes a little bit of work. This is not an immediate income again. It's a bit like blogging from an income point of view. So you start a podcast and you basically make a podcast show about something that interests you, because you don't want to do something doesn't interest you, because after a few shows it will just fizzle out and you won't be interested anymore. Your audience won't be interested in you, and you just won't have an audience. But if you do something that you're interested in, you build up that audience, there's various ways you can monetize it. You can get sponsorship, again, and you can get affiliate marketing to do with your podcast. You can sell products through your podcast. So there's definitely ways of monetizing your podcast. Number 15, beta testing of, say, websites or products. So this is fairly new to me, actually. I only recently found out about it, but you can sign up to various websites that people are looking for you to test out their websites or their product. I'll put some links in the description below, but websites like userlytics.com, usertesting.com, they will, if you sign up to them, what you need to do is you'll be given a website or some certain tasks to perform, and then you need to give your own testimonial really on how easy you found it, how easy you found the navigation. There's specific questions they ask. You just got to go through the whole thing, and you can earn some quite good money on that. It's not passive income. This is something that you do and then you get paid for. But if you do have some spare time, you want to make some quick cash, that's quite a good way of doing it. And I think they pay you through PayPal, so it's quite an easy way of doing it. Another way you can make money, again, time for money, is you can become a tutor. Well, first of all, we talk about being an English tutor, so you can teach English as a foreign language. You can do these online. There's various online portals that you can sign up to. Obviously, you need to be committed to doing this, but if you are committed to teaching online, then you can teach. The ones I've seen recently are students from China, and you can sign up to these websites and be a tutor to these people who want to learn English. Website you can look at for that is teachaway.com. But then also you can be a tutor in general. If you specialize in anything, or if you're good at science or maths or English or something like that, you could tutor students like you would normally, but you could do it online. You could use like Zoom to tutor people. You need to sort of get the word out there that you're doing that. So you could put adverts on, classified adverts, or you can go through Facebook and get it out there that you are a tutor in a certain subject, and you can earn money that way. Transcribing, if you're a fast typer, or if you've had experience in the past of of listening and then typing. You can do transcription online. There's a good website called gotranscript.com. If you could take a look at that website, if that's something that interests you. So basically, they send you transcription. Well, they send you audio, video, and you then need to just transcribe it and send it back. I think they also offer services if you can translate as well. So if you can be an online translator, and you get paid more for that, obviously. And they basically send you something, you need to translate it, and you send it back. I mean, it is hard work. I mean, it's work, but it is work you can do from home. You can be an Uber driver. I'm sure everybody's heard about Uber. It may be for some people, may not be for some people. I've never done it, but obviously you can go out and be a taxi driver and get paid for. The good thing about it is you can do it in your own time, whenever, which hours suit you. Some people may be uncomfortable doing it, but that's just another way of making some extra money. And my last one, number 20 on the list, is being an Airbnb. Well, I've talked about Airbnb hosting, but you can have a serviced accommodation. You can have property that you rent out for serviced accommodation. So this is where you have a property and you rent it out on Airbnb or Booking.com for short-term lets. It's quite lucrative, but again, it is quite a lot of work because obviously you are in the hotel industry kind of thing, where you need to get bookings, you need to set the business up. I mean, when I have done Airbnb at one time. Well, when I say one time, I'm still actually doing it, but with the coronavirus, the restriction of traveling, my Airbnb properties are currently empty. But anyway, that's a different story. But it is quite lucrative. But you do need to have systems set up. You need to have the cleaners and everything set up. So I would if there's something that interests you, you can email me and I can give you more information, or you could just look online for more information about it. But essentially, or even look on the Airbnb website, they'll tell you all about it. So this is basically where you have properties and you rent them out through short-term lets. So that's my top 20 list of making a bit of extra money at home. Obviously, some of them are running your own business. Some of them are like exchanging your time for money. For me, I would prefer to pick the ones that, well, don't do them all at once, is what I would do, and pick the ones that I could create my own business and then eventually a passive income through. But as I mentioned earlier, affiliate marketing is out of the whole list, affiliate marketing is the one I feel is the easiest to set up. It's the way I've set up my business to earn a passive income per month. So if you'd like any more information, if you click the link below, there should be a link below that gives you a free ebook of how to start your own affiliate marketing business. Have a look there. If you've got any questions or if you have any other comments, if you guys know any other side hustles or extra things you can do at home, please leave a comment and I'll take a look at them and try and see if that's something I'd even be interested in. If you like this video, please click the like button. That helps my rankings. And if you want to hear more videos like this, please click the subscribe and the notifications, and I'll notify you every time I make a new video. Bit of a long video today, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you again soon. Thank you.